And here is a little, I'm just showing you a newspaper on the 45th Bridge Run. That was also going on this weekend. And I tell y'all, we have a lot of people come down. They have like 20 something. Actually, they always cap it at, I think they capped it this year, they said, at 25,000 for, to be in this race. That's the bridge right there everybody ran on. That's the Kenyan boy who finished for the men's, and the Ethiopian girl who won it for the ladies. And then you had people, he finished for the wheelchair men's division. And then, of course, you know, you got your little peace walkers and stuff like that. But yeah, over 20K people participated this year in the bridge run. That's why I said that if y'all decide to come to Flowertown Festival, you gotta book early, because, for instance, like I said, just the bridge run alone that weekend, you have 25,000 people that signed up for that. And then that doesn't include how many people come to the bridge run and how many people come to Flowertown, as well as the Cajun Festival. And to tell y'all how busy it was in this town, I went to Popeyes to get me a 2-piece of chicken yesterday, and they said they didn't put in for the bridge run, and they didn't order enough to that Popeyes probably would have had to been closed down today, Sunday, because all the Popeyes were low on chicken, and they know they were going to sell out before nightfall on yesterday. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that. Check it out, me and Nancy looking at the Carolina-Yukon game. Carolina is #1. And we in the Final Four now. That's a good game. And we down to the last 2 minutes. 13-point game. Boston gets it back to Henderson. She flips it into traffic. Nelson to go to the steam. Ewell, eyes up. Williams wants it. Looking for some space to shoot a 3. That could take a lot of time here now. We can pick it back up at the last few seconds. Williams fired.
13-point lead with another 2 minutes to go, and South Carolina's defense is just as
good. Don Daly, Coach of the Year.
Incredible effort, start to finish.
South Carolina is a +23 on the glass. Boston, one free throw away from yet another double-double. Her 30th.
Hot darn. Look at her parents. They so proud. Make the Virgin Islands proud. Another double-double. Hot dang.
Edwards races in. Misses the layup. Another rebound for Boston.
Boy, Carolina girls came on here today to play like beasts. Oh, I love it.
Boston giving it up. Henderson looking for some icing. Knocked out of bounds by Fudd. It will stay with South Carolina. Dawn Stanley on the break.
Poor Dawn.
Number 2, Connecticut, who fought so hard all season. You know, Ariana told us there have been times in the Final Four of the national championship game where it's like a kid who knows their Christmas presents, knew it was coming. He said this year was so different, unexpected.
Nancy, look like we got this, Nance. Hot third.
seconds to go. Russell, that's going to be a charge as Nika Mule, fitting of her tough style, still in there taking contact with 20 seconds to go. South Carolina bench begins to erupt.
God dang. Cool Carolina.
A wire-to-wire victory tonight. It is not unfinished business any longer.
God dang. We won, Nancy. We won.
National championship.
Our second national championship. Hot dog. We got it. They barely want to even. Oh, they crying. Oh, I'm so sorry.
From the moment that putback missed, Aaliyah Boston was on a mission. Mission complete for she, Dawn Staley in South Carolina.
This is a team that was dominant from the beginning of the season to the end. And in the national championship game, they were dominant from the beginning.
I ain't gonna lie, from the beginning of the game, our girls played good.
With Aaliyah.
Nobody can understand the journey that it has taken you to be crowned champion here tonight. How do you describe the sacrifice and the work that has brought you to this very moment?
Holly, it feels amazing, and honestly, I've been thinking about this since last season because everyone had a picture of me crying, and then the Final Four, and they put it everywhere as if that was some type of. But today we're national champions. Happy tears, Holly.
Should be crying again.
Here, but you guys want to smile? Here you go. And we're national champions.
We'll save that smile, Aaliyah. It was hard, though. This is a tough UConn team. How did you get out to such a great start in this game?
I mean, we had our game plan ready to execute. We knew that we needed to apply so much defensive pressure, make it hard for Paige, and make someone else score. And I think we did that, and that helped our offense to run.
It was a master class on the glass. How did the dominance inside really seal this win?
We knew that we've been dominant on the glass all season, and we couldn't change up, especially for this game. We knew it would come down to rebounding.
All right, we'll remember this night, Aaliyah. No more tears.
No more
except-
tears, except
Look at her
for
parents.
Aaliyah Boston, utter and complete dominance, wire to wire this season and tonight. As we take a look at our Capital One rewarding performance, how about Destiny Henderson this evening?
Henderson been a beast today too now.
For the national championship game, 26 points on
For
the
a
day.
senior, she played good today.
Getting out in transition.
26 points by herself. Check it out.
Has impressed
Boom,
me.
saying.
It's what she did on the defensive end, making Paige Beckers work for everything she could get.
Now y'all see why I love this team so.
And Destiny is with Holly.
Destiny, not only are you holding the national championship trophy, but you did it with a career high. How did you get your offense working?
My teammates trusted in me. I feel like since day one we've been putting in the hard work and waiting for this moment. And tonight just fell open shots.
You had a difficult defensive assignment tonight, guarding Paige Beckers. How were you able to lock in and slow her down?
I know I had to use my speed to make sure I stay with her. I think that's what we've been practicing all along. And the first time we played them, that really worked out well for us. So I knew to come into this game I had to bring the same momentum.
You told me today you've had a tough upbringing and it's an overcoming type of moment for you that tonight could change your life. How do you hope that manifests itself?
I just stayed positive. My teammates believed in me once again. We've been working so hard since day one, and it finally paid off. All my hard work, all my focus, me trusting the process, me trusting Dawn. She just put me in a position just to be great, and today we national champions.
I know you've got your own clothing line. The tagline seems perfect for this moment right now. What is it, Henny?
Anything is possible, baby. Make sure you have to shop. HuntingMyASP.com, yes sir.
Anything is possible. Thank you so much, Destiny.
Thank you so much.
I think Kevin Garnett is going to be getting something from Destiny Henderson off her clothing website. What a performance here tonight. And Dawn Staley's South Carolina Gamecocks become just the 8th school to have multiple national championships. A title in 2017 and now a title here in 2022. Last year, South Carolina came within a putback of being in the national championship game. Last year, tears of sadness and disbelief for Leah Boston. This year, tears of joy. South Carolina 64, UConn 49. The final. Stick around on ESPN for continued coverage of the Werner Ladder net cutting ceremony. Sports Center coming up next after the break.
Gotta love it.
Redemption song tonight. Tears of joy. The difference and the agony. South Carolina, national champions for the second time in school history. We had talked so much, Carolyn Peck and Nikki Fargas, about Gino Auriemma and his perfect 11-0 record in the national championship. But you know what? What we didn't know is that UConn tonight was going to have a date with destiny. You like that? I did. Okay. Let's just talk about Destiny Henderson because we're not showing her on the screen right now. But she was an absolute revelation, almost willing this team to a win here tonight.
Destiny Henderson, 26 points. She just took over. The one thing that we talked about in the pregame show after they beat Louisville was the guards had to play well in order for South Carolina to win a national championship. We knew they were going to dominate the paint. We knew they were going to dominate the glass. But for Destiny Henderson to step up like she did, that was amazing. It was amazing to see Destiny control the entire tempo of the game. She was under control. She played with great poise, and she was able to not only facilitate for her offensively, but she was also to handle the pressure when you come.
I love it. Look at Dawn even did a little dance. I dared. I love it.
Henderson on the defensive end of the floor. Yeah. I mean, Connecticut's success when they were able to make runs was led by Paige Beckers. And Henderson.
And then me and they coaches the same age. She 51 too. Look at Dawn. Gotta love it.
Still be as productive and as fierce and as fast as she was offensively. Incredible performance.
It's incredible as well because again, sort of in the build up to this, and maybe if there was one concern for a team who has dominated, right, in D1 this year, it was the guards and whether they could score. That was a question. We had felt maybe a little bit of that pressure had been alleviated over the second half when we saw how big they stepped up, not only in Louisville but also.
That's been a good day. Flowertown Festival, hanging out with Nancy. We watched the game. Nice.
What I wasn't expecting was for the game to start the way it did and for South Carolina to just come out and pound and pound and pound and get offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Usually there's some nerves the first 5 minutes of a championship game. They did not look like they had nerves at all. It looked to me like they were going to be a team who said, all right, we are going to play this way, impose our will on the game. And Connecticut took a step back from it. I mean, South Carolina came out from the jump and said, this is our championship to win.
And we know that basketball in general is a game of runs, and specifically, right, this matchup. We saw it back in November season. You called that game. You talked about what happened. UConn came out really strong. And then South Carolina decided turning them over. They go on that 23-5 run. They end up winning that game in a rout. But it seems as though every single time UConn would make that match just a little bit closer. Every time they go on a run, South Carolina had so much poise. They never panicked.
The thing about South Carolina is they peaked at the right time.
Yeah.
When they got to the Sweet 16, they had a great defensive game. Ball wasn't going in the hole. They didn't shoot extremely well. And I remember Steffi Sorensen interviewed Dawn Staley, and Dawn said, listen, experts, you see my defense, but you question my offense. She said, but in the right time, those shots are going to fall. And from that point on, from the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8 to to the semifinals till tonight. Dawn Staley had a vision and knew what her team was capable of, and they said was going to do it at the right time.
And one of the reasons I think a fast start was so important, Dawn Staley was able to go to her bench a little bit earlier than she has been. And as a result, they could continue to be relentless because they never had to get tired. Wave after wave of player came in, another big player, another good guard. So for the entire game, they were able to put that pressure on defensively. They were able to put that pressure on attacking the offensive glass because they were fresh and had body after body, All-American after All-American who could come in and contribute.
But the pressure was not just in the half court. You saw Dawn go to her press, and to me, that is going to exhaust an offensive team a little bit more, because now you got to go 94 feet, and now you're going against trapping, and she was able to change the pace of the game by eliminating UConn to have a lot of time on the shot clock. If you look every time where the shot clock was going down, 10, 9, 8, and UConn offense struggled a little bit because it was rushed because they were eating up so much time.
Oh, I know UConn in the locker room right now just crying. They came out like they knew they had this.
The press takes a lot out of you. I did that first game in the Bahamas, and that's one of the things that Gino Arias.
But if I'm mistaken, I think we only lost, what, 2 or 3 games, if that, the whole season.
Just keeps wearing on you and wearing on you and wearing on you. In the fourth quarter, they really didn't have anything left.
You see right now that the team is making their way onto the stage. Dawn Staley, they're trying to collect her. We're going to get ready for the trophy presentation. We talk about Dawn Staley and what she's been able to do, winning the national championship in 2017. Many people believe they probably would have won it in 2020. We can't play the what-if game, but of course, that tournament was canceled because of COVID. We heard some of Dawn talking about, the staff talking about. They felt like they were in control that year. To be able to do this after dominating.
Nancy, look how Kim cooked the little chicken we took a picture with
And women's basketball
on the stage.
And there they are on the stage. The fans are still here. Listen, I'm going to say, I thought, and I said it in the pregame show, it's probably going to be a pro-UConn crowd because of Paige Becker's connection to Minnesota. And honestly, based on what we saw
She got pretty
on
teeth.
Friday in the semifinals, this was a very big South Carolina crowd. They are still here cheering on their game guys. The redemption song tonight, Tears of Joy, the difference and the agony. South Carolina, national champions for the second time in school history. We had talked so much, Carolyn Peck and Nikki Fargas, about Gino Ariema and his perfect 11-0 record in the national championship. But you know what? What we didn't know is that UConn tonight was going to have a date with destiny. You like that?
I did.
Okay. Let's just talk about Destiny Henderson because we're not showing her on the screen right now. But she was an absolute revelation, almost willing this team to a win here tonight.
Destiny Henderson, 26 points. She just took over. The one thing that we talked about the pregame show after they beat Louisville was the guards had to play well in order for South Carolina to win a national championship. We knew they were going to dominate the paint. We knew they were going to dominate the glass. But for Destiny Henderson to step up like she did, that was amazing. It was amazing to see Destiny control the entire tempo of the game. She was under control. She played with great poise, and she was able to not only facilitate for her offensively, but she was also to handle the pressure when you come.
I love it. Look at Dawn even did a little dance. I dared.
Specific play action to get specific players.
I love it.
How about Henderson on the defensive end of the floor? Yeah. I mean, Connecticut's success when they were able to make runs was led by Paige Beckers. And Henderson.
And then me and they coach is the same age. She 51 too. Look at Dawn. Gotta love it.
Still be as productive and as fierce and as fast as she was offensively. Incredible performance.
It's incredible as well, because again, sort of in the build-up to this, and maybe if there was one concern for a team who has dominated, right, in D1 this year, it was the guards and whether they could score. That was a question. And we had felt maybe a little bit of that pressure had been alleviated over the last couple of rounds, when we saw how big they stepped up, not only in Louisville, but also
That's been a good day. Flowertown Festival, hanging out with Nancy. We watched the game.
that kind of night here on
Nice.
What I wasn't expecting was for the game to start the way it did and for South Carolina to just come out and pound and pound and pound and get offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Usually there's some nerves the first 5 minutes of a championship game. They did not look like they had nerves at all. It looked to me like they were going to be a team who said, all right, we are going to play this way, impose our will on the game. And Connecticut took a step back from it. I mean, South Carolina came out from the jump and said, this is our championship to win.
And we know that basketball in general is a game of runs, and specifically, right, this matchup. We saw it back in November season. You called that game. You talked about what happened. UConn came out really strong. And then South Carolina decided turning them over. They go on that 23-5 run. They end up winning that game in a rout. But it seems as though every single time UConn would make that match just a little bit closer. Every time they go on a run, South Carolina had so much poise. They never panicked.
The thing about South Carolina is they peaked at the right time.
Yeah.
When they got to the Sweet 16, they had a great defensive game. Ball wasn't going in the hole. They didn't shoot it extremely well. And I remember Steffi Sorensen interviewed Don Staley, and Don said, listen, experts, you see my defense, but you question my offense. She said, but in the right time, those shots are going to fall. And from that point on, from the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8 to the semifinals till tonight, Dawn Staley had a vision and knew what her team was capable of, and that they were going to do it at the right time.
And one of the reasons I think a fast start was so important, Dawn Staley was able to go to her bench a little bit earlier than she has been. And as a result, they could continue to be relentless because they never had to get tired. Wave after wave of player came in, another big player, another good guard. So for the entire game, they were able to put that pressure on defensively. They were able to put that pressure on attacking the offensive glass because they were fresh and had body after body, All-American after All-American who could come in and contribute.
But the pressure was not just in the half court. You saw Dawn go to her press, and to me, that is going to exhaust an offensive team a little bit more, because now you got to go 94 feet, and now you're going against trapping, and she was able to change the pace of the game by eliminating UConn to have a lot of time on the shot clock. If you look, there were times where the shot clock was going down 10, 9, 8, and UConn offense struggled a little bit because it was rushed because they were eating up so much time.
Well, I know UConn in the locker room right now just crying. They came out like they knew they had this.
The press takes a lot out of you. I did that first game in the Bahamas, and that's one of the things that Gino Arias.
But if I'm mistaken, I think we only lost 2 or 3 games, if that, the whole season.
Just keeps wearing on you and wearing on you and wearing on you. In the fourth quarter, they really didn't have anything left.
You see right now that the team is making their way onto the stage. Don Staley, they're trying to collect her. We're going to get ready for the trophy presentation. We talk about Don Staley and what she's been able to do, winning the national championship in 2017. Many people believe they probably would have won it in 2020. We can't play the what-if game, but of course, that tournament was canceled because of COVID. We heard some of Dawn talking about, the staff talking about. They felt like they were in control that year. And to be able to do this after dominating.
Nancy, look how Kim caught the little chicken we took a picture with.
And women's basketball
on the stage.
And there they are on the stage. The fans are still here. Listen, I'm going to say, I thought, and I said it in the pregame show, it's probably going to be a pro-UConn crowd because of Paige Becker's and her connection to Minnesota. And honestly, based on what we saw
She got pretty
on
teeth.
Friday in the semifinals, this was a very big South Carolina crowd. They are still here cheering on their game.
These the bamboo sticks that I got. The bamboo plants at the Flowertown Festival. That just to show you how tall they are. And you can't find them that tall like that at the regular store. And this is the ficus bonsai tree that I got this year. And it has the moss surrounding the rock. And you got the extra hanging roots and thing. That's the bonsai I got. Okay, now we got Elaxi, and she in her unicorn blanket as well as her yellow blanket to match her outfit. But while I was at Flowertown Festival yesterday, I'm going to show you all a couple of things that I got for the other dolls. And this is for the 18-inch doll. These were $9.95, and it was this unicorn dress. And it came with the white bow, which I had meant to ask him to switch it out to get a pink bow, and I totally forgot. But I got pink bows, and I paired it with these little pink sandals because of the pink unicorn. So, and then, I don't remember the price on this one, but I believe it was under $20, so if I'm not mistaken. Because I don't think he had anything over $20, and it was this Clemson outfit with the hat and the cheerleader pom-poms. And these, I got these shoes. The shoes were $5 to go with it. So, these are two of the outfits that I pick up from the vendor at the Flowertown Festival. And, oh, wait a minute. Hold up, I got a tag in the bag. Do I have it? And if you're interested in getting anything for your dog, your 18-inch dog, here's his phone number right here. And you can order and they can have it shipped to you. And tell them Earl, the YouTuber that been to his Flowertown booth, sent you guys. And Elaxi, even though we missed, well, the Flowertown Festival is Sunday. I bought this on a Sunday. I bought this particular dress for Elaxi, which had been in the bag and get a little wrinkle with her name engraved on it. I did call a couple of people, and this is the information right here. So, and I showed other dresses and purses and aprons in the video showing other colors she have. If you want to get one engraved, with your daughter's name monogrammed on it. And I got this one for Lucky, and that's what we're going to put her on. And also, from another vendor out there, because I threw everything in one bag. I got, and from the same vendor where she got the dress from, she also sells these bows, the satin ribbon ones, because I do have ribbon bows, but they're not satin. And I like the satin ribbon bows because to me they look more dressier. And I said these would be nice for Easter, the more satiny bows for the girls. And I'm still trying to put each one in that color so I can have. But that vendor, as well as now I didn't get it from the same vendor, but she too sells the monogram bows in different sizes that you can get to match your kid's dress. But I had already picked up that pink one. I get Elaxi the blue with the pink. Then I got her this 4th of July headband. And that vendor is this person here. So anything that y'all see on this video, I showed y'all, gave y'all the contact information so that y'all can get your dog the same thing. Now, we could put Elaxi on that dress, these pink shoes. This is her bottle. And this is one of them Playtex bottles, but it's also, you can tilt it for the elevate for her. So anyway, we'll put that aside and we're going to get Elaxi dress in this dress so y'all can see how it fit her. I like, and you know what? Because it has the pastel pink, this also could go for her theme Thursday as well. But we're going to have her on something else for theme Thursday. But theme Thursday this week Noxie is having a bad hair day. Let me get her switched out. Move her blankets. And I'm gonna just lay her here, right here. I hope I bring her a solid paint pacifier. Let's take your passy out your mouth. And even though Elaxi is having a bad hair day, we're going to get her hair pulled together. Yeah, she can wrap up in her blanket to come with me here to work. We can go on. Let her hair down some. Okay. Hope everyone is having a blessed day. I brought Elaxi to work with me so Nancy can see Elaxi again, as well as see her get dressed in this pretty dress. And Elaxi does have armatures. And once again, she can keep on the same socks because that ain't changing, which is good. Oh, goodness. Very sweet. Elaxi got the little narrows, little heel. Look at the little heel, y'all. The cutest little heel. Now, Bohemian Doll Lovers say, now this is the Kennedy skull, and I think the first one she had was the Kennedy skull, and she was saying she didn't have a problem with the heel, but she wished it had more neck. Well, I wish she had more heel in the feet. Oops. And for the 3-month dress, this dress here is $26.99. Okay. For the 3-month size, 0 to 3 months.
That's a pricey dress.
Nancy says it's a pricey dress. Okay. But actually, they had a white ribbon on this particular one, and the bigger ones had the pink ribbon. So I told her I really wanted pink ribbon because pink is my favorite color. So they switched out the ribbon. Oops. Hope I ain't pulling too much from that side. And I figured since the ribbon is longer, you can do a double boarding. And that's what I just did on that side. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. When you do, or you can cut the ribbon. You can cut it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think these are what you call a pillowcase dress. I think that's what you call it. And that's how I do a double bow. And see, she have her name on her dress. Oh, now that little white eyelet look good on her. I love the lace on this one. And some of them, she have lace around it. And some of them, she had, it looked like not a, I guess you would call it a ruffle or something. Y'all can see it in the video when I head to her booth. And once again, these are her Jessica Simpson shoes. I figure, because a lot of her shoes are in storage. So I figure, and see, once again, when you're dealing with these soft silicone and you trying to get these shoes up on the feet moving, ooh, that was hard getting used to with Reva. I'll never get, when I opened Reva up, I couldn't even get her socks put back on her because her foot was moving so much. Took me a long time to get used to the silicone. Now, what did I do with Loxy Little Ruby? Little bear. Oh, I might have put it back in. And I also had these the silver ones I was going to put on her. These ones by Children Please. But my Masterpiece doll got these same identical mirror shoes. And they can go with anything. Okay. Let's get her here. Let me see. I like Bully had her with one little pony when she came to me, so we could try to recreate that. Oh, Woody little bull with the initials on top. Check it out, y'all. And let's get the baby hairs brushed up. I'm gonna just wet the bristles versus wetting her that back down. Fluff her here up. Oh, because I don't want to wet it so I can't get it to fluff up. And it'd be too flat, it'd take forever for it to dry and fluff. So I say, stop wetting Loxy. So and here you have your niece. Got her little bottle beside her. And this is Loxy and her dress. And this dress looks so pretty on her. And once again, if you like this dress and you want to get one done, because she also have like the Clemson one, the orange. She have a yellow. They have the pretty red and white polka dot where you can get the Minnie Mouse put on. It's not only they do the names, they can embroidery other things, because I told her, she said just because of the Flowertown and they trying to do so much at one time, they didn't want to do the symbols as well as the names. But I'm going to get Loxy one with her name and unicorn on it. So I just wanted to show you guys, and once again, this is the information for this Sam dress here that she has on. I'm gonna pick her up so you guys can see her in the dress. Here she go. And like I said, they do the dress and they do the monogram ribbons to go with it. And that's her. And the size she have on is 0 to 3. And they go up to toddlers for those who got the what do you call the thing? The Masterpiece dolls. For those who have the Masterpiece dolls, that's what I actually keep Noxie in her unicorn blanket at home. She stays. Tell me, your former mommy said you is the prettiest. Miss Billy so love. She always say Loxy is. She love Loxy. Now, when I say congratulations to everyone with the new doll, I forgot to mention, Bohemian Doll Lover have the twin doll to Elaxi. And we got to do a twin day. As a matter of fact, and the only reason, because I had to think about it before I worded, because what it is, my cousin watched my channel, and Bohemian Doll Lover baby name is the same name as my cousin who lost her baby at 6 weeks old. And the same nickname she called her is the same nickname my cousin called her baby. So I don't want to mention the name because I know she watched my channel, and I don't want to trigger anything because she still have a hard time with the loss of her one and only girl, you know. So I'm going to have to think of a new nickname to call her twin little cousin. But that's the reason. But y'all do go check out her twin cousin on Bohemian Doll Lover, the same identical skull. But and hers have like Loxy got gray eyes. Hers got blue eyes. I believe it's blue. But she got beautiful eyes. And that's one thing about this skull. Even though it's the same skull, when you change up the eye color, the hair color, and she got more hair than Loxy, but she is a beautiful baby, and we're gonna have to do some twin days. And as a matter of fact, the next one, not this one, but the next one that I get, I'm gonna get 2 so we can have a twin day. So I'm gonna get her baby one, and we can have a twin day this summer. And I'll get her name put on hers. But I just think this is absolutely adorable. And it's just the little simple things, but it just means so much. And especially when you monogram it and have their little name on it. I just think this is absolutely cute. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the footage at the Flowertown Festival. Hopefully next year I can get some of you guys to come on down. Like I said, if you are coming to Flowertown Festival, you see, like I said, in that one weekend, we usually we cap it off. So if you want to do the bridge run that Saturday, and I'll show pictures of the bridge, they cap it off usually at 25,000 people. So that gives you a clue how much extra people could be in town that year. That's just for the bridge run alone. The Flowertown Festival run from that Friday to the Friday to Sunday. The bridge run is that Saturday, and the Cajun Festival is always that Sunday. I didn't get to go to Cajun Fest this year because I had to come in to work with Miss Nancy, but hopefully next year I can attend all of them. I never go to the bridge run, but me and Dad used to go down there and watch the people as they come off the bridge. But I always end up meeting up with some of them same people from the bridge run at Flowertown. But like I said, the hotels get booked sometimes a year in advance. So you would have to book this year to have a room for next year possibly. And you can go on hotwire.com, put in Charleston, South Carolina, or you can do North Charleston or Somerville, South Carolina. Actually, you probably get a better deal in Somerville. Or Ladson, Ladson, Somerville, Summerville, North Charleston, NORTHCHARLESTON, South Carolina, and try to get you a room booked for next year to come down that weekend. Like I said, they always have a lot of vendors, a lot of things going on. It's a fun-filled family event weekend for the entire family, not just us reborn moms, but it just gives you something to do every day that weekend. And it's a really nice weekend. The weather, and if you like the sunshine, is always nice. Sometimes it usually rains a little bit, but never that hard. A lot of food vendors be out there, all kind of vendors selling things for the homes, your kids. They have little rides out there, little fair rides and different things like that for the kids to go on. I didn't walk down to that part to put on the video because, like I said, I am asthmatic, and as y'all see, I did a lot of walking. And child, the struggle was real trying to get back to the car. Boy, I had to keep putting my bags down with all them plants and everything. A good thing to give me extra plants, because I ended up had to stop at the back at the pickle stand to get help to put my bonsai in a bag just to try to tow it to make it to my car. But if I stopped 10 times to breathe and catch my breath, I didn't stop at all. But I will not play myself next year and not come out there with a little buggy to tote all my stuff in our rolling bag, because I can't do it. But but like I said, the struggle was so real. Y'all, it got to the point that I almost wanted to offer somebody $50 if they would stop what they doing and took my things to help me to get to the... Nancy gotta laugh. But that's how bad the struggle was for me. I like, oh my goodness, my arms feel like it was gonna pop off. Like I said, it's best to bring like a little wheeling bag or a little wagon, especially when you buying plants and stuff. Because that will always gets me every year. I always get greedy and want a bunch of flowers and all this mess. But anyway, like I said, I hope some people will be able to come down. But if you like this video, like the content that I've been putting out, y'all, please give me a thumbs up. I'm trying to grow my channel, so share my video with your family and friends. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that red button that says subscribe. Once again, and hit that bell that says all, so that way you would be notified every time we upload a video. Once again, it's your girl Earl. This is Miss Nancy in the background. Nancy, tell everybody hi.
Hi.
And Nancy, also, like I say, we want to thank you all again for all the nice birthday wishes that y'all sent out to Miss Nancy and Max. And this your baby girl. She is the Kinley Silicone Partial Scout by Rachel Farrell. And we named her Elaxi OOTD. And as always, thanks for watching.